Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today I am at Stirling. We're going to be seeing services from ScotRail only. So yeah, let's get into the video. Arriving in now is the 1358 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Dunblane. And that one is 385-108. Departing out now is the 1358 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Dunblane. If I go over here, I should be able to zoom in. And you might be able to see it just down there. Departing out now is the 1403 ScotRail service from Dunblane to Edinburgh Waverley. That is 385-101. Fortunately, we couldn't see this one arriving because I was at this end because of where I'm standing in the station. I am going to do half of the video at this end and half of the video at the other end of the station. So you get to see both sides of it, basically. Arriving in now is the 1408 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. And this one is 158732. Departing out now is the 1408 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. Arriving in now is the 1416 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Inverness. And this service is formed of a Inter7 Cities HST set. And the front is 43138. Now get the rear. Actually, I can get the rear now. 43127. Departing out now is the 1416 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Inverness. Or at least I think it's departing out now. Yes, there we go. Arriving in now is the 1423 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Alloa. And that one is 385007 on the front, with something else on the rear. On the rear is 385027. Arriving in now is the 1423 ScotRail service from Dundee to Glasgow Queen Street. And that one is 158724. Departing out now is the 1423 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Alloa. And arriving in there is the, I believe it's the 1427 ScotRail service from Alloa to Glasgow Queen Street. But I will double check and confirm when that one departs out in a few minutes' time. Arriving in here is 385029 on an ECS. And departing out now is the 1423 ScotRail service from Dundee to Glasgow Queen Street. Departing out over here is the 1427 ScotRail service from ScotRail service going to Dunblane, starting here at Stirling. That is 385029. And departing out over here is 385043 on the 1427 ScotRail service from Alloa to Glasgow Queen Street. Arriving now is the 1438 ScotRail service from Dunblane to Edinburgh Waverley. And this one is 385108. And arrived in behind it is 17409 on the 1448 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Dundee. Departing out now is the 1438 ScotRail service from Dunblane to Edinburgh Waverley. Departing out now is the 1448 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Dundee. Arriving in now is the 1451 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. And the front is 43026. And the rear is 3136. Departing as 1451 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. And arriving in over here is 385027 and 385007 on the 1453 ScotRail service from Alloa to Glasgow Queen Street. Departing out now is the 1455, not 1453, ScotRail service from Alloa to Glasgow Queen Street. And arriving in at the same time is the 1458 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Alloa. And the Alloa bound service is 385010. Departing out now is the 1458 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Alloa. Arriving in now is the 1503 ScotRail service from Dunblane to Edinburgh Waverley. And this one is 385029. Departing out now is the 1502 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Dunblane. The front is 385006. And the rear is 385036. Departing out now is the 1503 ScotRail service from Dunblane to Edinburgh Waverley. Arriving in now is the 1509 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Elgin. And that one is 17401. Sorry guys, just got a correction. 17401 is from Glasgow Queen Street, not Edinburgh Waverley. I do apologise for that mistake. Departing out now is the 1509 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Elgin. And that is going to be the final train in this video. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this one, and comment down below any stations you want me to visit. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.